Welcome to the Utica Curling Channel. We're here with you and Empire State Winter Games. Pleased to bring you this event again to you this year. Second year hosting this event. This will be a Pool B game. We have 18 teams in this event. 8 teams in Pool A, 10 teams in Pool B. They'll play 3 games. At the conclusion of pool play, they'll be ranked for the playoffs. Top 6 teams in both pools ranked globally will advance to the championship playoffs. Our feature matchup this afternoon is Team Dawes, skipped by Peter Dawes, Conrad Law, John Kalea, Naoka Law, and they'll be facing off against Buffalo team Vaughn Keller, Marie, Rabin, Elizabeth Ryler, and Ed Ryler. Team Dawes will have the Red Rocks. Buffalo will have the Yellow Rocks. I'm Roger Lett. I'm here with Peter Jovey. We'll be trying to scarf down our lunch while trying to call this game. Quick turnaround from our Pool A game earlier this morning. And we'll keep you apprised of scores across the rink as well. 4 other games going on in this pool.
Buffalo winning the coin toss, takes last rock in this end. First shot from Team Dawes, decent center guard. Ed Ryler trying to come around. And it's gonna be a little heavy. It's gonna stick around in the back 8 foot. Naoka now gonna be putting up 12 foot.
Our earlier game this morning, it was maybe a little straighter than we're used to. Looks like we're getting more curl already.
This is the first game on this sheet so far.
Yeah, sheets 3 and 4 were empty this morning, right?
Yes. Shed temperature was about the same when I stepped off on the turn, but the outside temperature has gone up a whole 6 degrees or so.
Ooh, we're above 0.
We are above 0. Might make a slightly marginal difference, but shouldn't affect things too much here.
John Kalea now for Team Dawes.
First shot's going to settle just before T-line and a little wide of where they would have liked it. The Laws swept it pretty hard to get it there. called shot here was to guard up this line, try and prevent Team Dawes from clearing out the shot stone. It's covered up pretty nicely. He's going to try and come around the other way now. This is Johnny's second shot.
Line's great.
Just needs to finish now. It looks like it's going to be a little short. So they'll have another center guard here. That's going to make getting to the button pretty difficult.
So Buffalo shot stone, back button. Dawes second and third.
Now, if they could get full 4 around these guards, they'll be sitting 2. Bit of a push sweep to try and get it to curl more, and it looks like it's finally coming around, but it's going to end up short.
And it may not get it over.
Just barely. A little too focused on the line there to see the weight, I think.
Team Dawes does have an angle raise on their red if they choose to use it sometime later in the end.
This is Conrad's first shot. Looks like he's going to try and squeak into the 4-foot potentially.
Yeah, those guards are quite high. Should be plenty of room. Line again is great.
Weight's a little better on this one, but again, it's going to end up a little short. That is the first stone to get out that far, so probably a fresh bit of pebble that they've come into. Now Buffalo's going to be looking around the other side where there's no guards. And they're just going to be looking to protect here.
If they could get to the inside of that red, they could roll in, sit 2. I mean, there's plenty of air, right, around that stone?
Yeah, that would probably be a pretty low-risk shot right now. Maybe with the way the ice is performing, they haven't gone down this path yet. They might just be looking for the safe guard.
Guarding up, you're probably only getting 1 this end. And that's pretty wide.
It does look like it's going to die, so it's not going to cause any damage being that far out, but
You could have played a draw tap there for sit 2. I think that's pretty conservative. There's really no way in other than...
they did block that tap up, which I guess was the objective of that guard.
I think it's still there.
Possibly. If the weight's just right, might be able to get to it and tap it up for shot.
I think you could tap it into the red stone.
Yeah.
I think you could throw a little weight at it. If you hit about a half a rock, maybe 2/3. That covered it up pretty well. I think with your last rock, you might try running that yellow. You could run this yellow into the red for 2.
This one will clear the guards, but not really going to do much, unfortunately, for them. Ends up in the 8-foot. Conrad and Pete here have a couple of options. They could potentially run back this red, which is what they're looking at right now.
I hate to open it up for Buffalo because then that opens up a draw raise for them to the 4-foot. Right now, I don't see how Buffalo scores 2.
If they do manage to hit this just right, they push that shot rock back to the 8-12-foot line, they'd be sitting 3. It is tasty, but they're only looking at about a quarter or a third of stone right now. So
They can only see maybe half at best.
yeah, I don't even think, I think that's a little generous maybe.
If you don't stick it and you roll open, I think you're just opening a pathway for Buffalo to score deuce.
Pete tends to be pretty good with these heavy draw back 12 weight shots, so let's see if he can get this one in there. Called shot's a run back on the red into the shot rock. Looks like it's going to be wide.
Way out there.
Yeah. So that one's going to run away from them.
No harm done. All right, Marie Raven throwing last rocks for Buffalo. Not sure they're trying to tap up the yellow.
Looks like they might be trying to draw in, possibly. A little wide, though.
Oh, they'll have to go through the yellow stone if they're drawing in for shot. Need a good piece of the 4.
This has got to curl quite a bit to come back. It looks like it's going to end up short.
Throw here. Just don't throw. I don't think there's much. Maybe throw a guard over your red stone.
They might still have this tap up.
Well, they have the run back in the middle. I still think this shot's makeable. So you can run this yellow stone into the red. I think even a center guard would be in order. And that's there for 2. Throw a bullet up the middle.
And it looks like Pete's gonna either try and tap this or just draw straight in. But a little wide again.
Don't leave this rock in a bad spot. Oh boy. Is that rock accessible? Now you got it mostly buried, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they should be okay.
And the good news is it did cut off this run back. So this run back onto Shot stone is now no longer possible because of that freeze.
Yeah.
So I don't see a reasonable way for two here.
Looks like they're going to try and just draw around them, but I don't think they're going to have enough room to do it with the way we're curling right now.
No, I don't see how you get shot here.
And they're going to be on the guards.
All right, so it's 1 for Buffalo here in the first end. Peter Dawes playing the Red Rocks. They'll have the last rock advantage.
This looks great. Get ready for the instant replay technology. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, that was I'm not going to be on the I already told Nick I was going to do the top. That's going to be the last one I'll be able to do. It's good. I'm glad you're getting some airtime. Good for you, man. Hi, Liz.
We'll get the scores on the other sheets updated here in a moment when they start coming through. Sheet 1, Hames got their deuce in the first end. Sheet 2's finishing up. Feldman's currently sitting 2 or 3. Sheet 5 and Sheet 6 are finishing up as well. Back to the main show here. Pete now with hammer. He's going to be coming around to the corner here. He's looked like he was trying to throw a wing draw, and it ended up not quite biting.
Yeah, nice weight there. Just ran out of rings.
Buffalo now trying to come around their guard. It's going to be a little short. It's not quite going to be in play. So that rock's going to come out. Yeah, Pete's going to try and just draw behind this one over here instead. Naoka's second shot here.
This looks like it's going to overcurl.
Yeah. Kind of the same line that Buffalo had, but just a little bit more weight. And they are going to be on this guard. They might split in and be sitting open, but yep.
Not bad. Well, I'd be hitting that.
They're going to try and draw around it for now.
I think yellow may be on the ring, so no reason not to sit 1-2.
And
Hate leaving hammerstones laying around. That usually comes back to bite.
judging by the reaction Conrad had earlier, I'm thinking that red on the left wing is not quite biting. This one here is going to wind up being another center guard for Buffalo. I like just coming around here again. This should set Pete up pretty nicely.
Yep, by top 4 here.
Johnny Kalea's first shot. Both the Law is sweeping this one pretty hard. There's plenty of room, and it's got a lot of weight. It's going to end up in the back house. It will stick around, though.
Looks fast already.
Yeah, we're picking up real quick. I'm going to try and get a hog-to-hog here for you on this draw. Let's see where we're at. This one's up weight. Well,
Is that the old 12-second draw?
just about, yeah.
Yep.
Johnny's second stone. Let's see if he can find the T-line weight.
Got to be around 14. I would think around 14 seconds.
Yeah.
These are gliding.
They're not curling a whole lot.
Oh
up
my goodness,
front.
this is gliding.
Yeah, about 14 seconds here.
It's no curl.
That one's going to go straight through.
Oh, I moved a foot.
All right, so through the house, not curling all that much. If we can get a 14 and a half here, we should hopefully see around 3 feet of curl, I would think. 3 or 4 feet. This one's a little better. Gotta be careful though. If it starts to check up, it could run those guards. It's gonna get by them. Yeah, we're still around 13 and a half here, so they're gonna need to slow it up a little bit. Yeah, that one curled a little bit nicer. They might have gotten some fresh pebble to help them out.
Yeah, someone's going to have to toss a 4-0, 405 here, I think, to get it on the tee line. Want to go top 4 here.
This one was a little closer to where it needed to be. It's still going to be back house, but a little more adjustment needed.
14 and a half. We're looking for a 14 and a half.
They're going to need to sweep this one to get it by the guards, and it is going to crash. This will lock up the line a little bit more with more guards. Not by a lot, though.
Yeah, didn't get out to the broom on that one.
No. He's still got paths into the 4-foot. He's sitting at least 1. It's a little tricky to see if that yellow in the back is second rock or not. I think it might be.
And I think Pete's sitting 2. It's close.
Yeah. A little hard to see from the camera, but might be too red right now. Conrad's shot coming in now.
This is better weight. Hadn't put a broom to it though.
Yep, that's a 14.5, so this should be real close to T-line. If he can get it buried, that'd be really nice.
Gotta throw a 15, boys.
Still just past tee. Buffalo should be able to get to this and sit shot rock. With this weight, they're getting plenty of curl, so they should have no problem getting over to the side of it.
Gonna have to lighten it up though. We've been about 6 rocks down this path. Down to skip rocks here in the second end.
This one's a little heavy and wide, so probably an inconsequential stone.
Yep, that one won't be coming back. Now a chance to cap it off. This could be sitting to sit 4.
Buffalo still have some options here, but this is the most natural stone to throw, I think. If he winds up deep in the top 12, then he might even be sitting 4, potentially. But I think probably the higher the guard, the better, I think, here.
I think just bite 8, and it'll cut off this side without counting all but 1 stone. That'll force Buffalo into the in-turn side.
Yeah.
That's a tighter port and fresh path.
Somewhere on the 4-foot line, and yeah, if he's touching 8 foot, that'd be great. Here he comes, first shot.
Ooh, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, this one is not going to be sticking around. Kind of the same path that Buffalo had. Johnny's going to try and push it over a little. It's checking up. That was...
Just got wide, got
Yeah.
into a wider path. That was a lot of weight out of hand, but into a very fresh path of ice.
Yeah.
And that's going to leave a draw.
It should
Buffalo,
be...
Buffalo could throw this out turn draw again. That's the shot, I think. It's the path they've been down multiple times.
They should be able to get pretty comfortably behind those guards.
Oh,
Port's wide
for
open.
sure.
There is also a run back over on this side that he might be looking at and another port, but I think with the red backer that the other side might be a
You
little
got
bit
2
better.
draws. The trouble with this draw is we haven't been down this path the whole end. This would be very easy to come up light on. Last rock, second end for Buffalo, looking to draw in for shot stone. Need to out-count something. Looks like an awful lot of weight. Might have to play for a tick. Too late for the tick. They had the tick on the yellow, and that's going to go through. Now draw for 3 or 4. I think you play this out-turn draw. Out-turn draw is the safest. You can wreck on your own. I don't think I want to come anywhere close to that yellow.
Could also try this tap up. I mean, I think
You
the
just-
draw is
you
easiest.
just draw in.
Yeah.
You can chap off your stone. You can raise it if you're wide. I don't like this draw. Number 1, that's a fresh path. Let's take that one out.
Yeah.
And if you somehow mess that up, you could wind up raising a yellow in.
I think what Conrad was potentially looking at was just if they wind up a little wide and they hit inside of their guard, that they can roll over and cut off this draw path.
Last stone, second end, looking to draw. Looks possibly 4, at least 3.
At least 3 right now. This could be a big end for Pete.
It's tight.
Just needs to make this one in.
Needs full 12. Gotta go.
Don't think they can hurt it on weight. Looks by the guard
Gotta
for
go.
now.
Line's great. Gotta go.
That's going to work for them.
And John will drag that one in.
So
No
that
stranger
should be
to us.
at least 3. We're not sure about this last one here. Oh,
You're kicking it.
they're kicking it, so I guess it's 4.
Yep.
All right. Oh,
Too late now.
I guess the Buffalo skip wasn't sure, but now we'll never know.
Well, the person to kick the stone was not the third. So a good start for Team Doss. They grab a 4 here in the second. They lead 4-1. Buffalo with the Yellow Rocks. They will have the hammer in the third end. And other scores around the sheets will get you up to date. Over on sheet 1, Team Hames has grabbed, looks like a 4-0 lead over Team Believe after 2 ends of play. Over on sheet 2, Team Feldman ahead of Team Stone, 2 local teams after 1. Over on sheet 5, Team LaRoque is 3-0 up on Women of Rock after 1 end of play. And over on sheet 6, Team Shelton leads 3-1 over Rochester 1 after 2 ends of play. In our feature matchup here, it's 4-1 Team Dawes over Buffalo.
Slight disagreement on the second shot here for Dawes. They're going to elect to take out this yellow that squeaked into the house but is fully exposed. This one's going to need to curl over a little bit. It's over curling actually.
Yeah, delivery was hooked a little bit.
Yeah.
A little outside in.
Did get a piece of it, so it'll go into the back of the house.
Cleared some guards.
Not a bad result.
That rock his back button. Could split the house here. Try to grab a deuce.
This one might over curl a little bit.
And that rock's chaseable now. And John Kalea throwing control weight.
This one here, just a little too heavy.
Yeah, line was good.
It'll get it into the back 12.
It shot rock.
Johnny now. They're just going to get rid of this. No reason for it to exist.
Solid control weight here. A little up. Should curl up enough to get the stone out. It's going to grab a piece. And Buffalo with another chance to get around the center guard. And just over curl. That'll give 2 corners, though. Not a bad result. And the shooter rolled onto the rings. And it should get rid of that for sure. Yeah, you can't really roll. You got to be careful about rolling in. There's a jam in the back. You roll in, you want to hit about a half a rock. Conrad Law is first.
This one didn't curl quite enough.
Yeah,
No jam.
boys, just onto the nose and avoided the jam.
Some options now for Buffalo, trying to get a deuce here. Keep this game close and getting out of control.
Yeah, chance to get us up for 2 here if you get around the corner.
Weight looks good.
Needs to set.
Yeah, this one here is gliding as well. Starting to curl.
Getting plenty of movement.
Yeah, it's just not going to check up. He'll be able to sweep this one pretty much out.
Looked like a lost rotation. Didn't have much to
Well,
start with.
It is shot rock. Probably not for very long, I imagine.
Yeah, with a 3-point lead, I think you're just going to smash it.
Yeah, no reason to get fancy with
I
this one.
hate chasing stuff in the back of the rings, but on the other hand, you don't want to leave these rocks hanging around. That one moved pretty good. All right, another chance now for Buffalo to hook one around the corner.
See if they can adjust their weight and ice a little bit here.
You gotta make sure you throw good rotation. The last one lost rotation about halfway between the hog line and the house.
This one's definitely less than the last one.
Yeah, they'll have to dust this one up a bit to get it there. And took a little too much off. Line was perfect.
opens up the draw path a little bit that way. Pete here is going to just try and get it buried behind these two yellow stones.
And Conrad indicated a guard, but I think you want to come in here. If you want the force, get around that yellow rock that was just thrown. Go top 8, bite 4. Want to be about top 4 depth here. Just bite top 4 depth. First rock. Third end here for Peter Dawes, looking to draw around. This one's pretty wide. It's out there. Still trying to come off their own stone. Gonna clear it now. Oh, it hooked. Look at that.
15-second hog to hog. This is going to finish pretty nice for him, I think.
I think it grabbed something. It just took a sudden turn.
That was a little aggressive at the end.
Did wind up top 8, so nice shot. Almost fully buried.
Yeah, I can see about a third of the rock. Maybe a little more. About half. Soft takeout weight here. You could probably get to the right of nose and be buried.
Well, I think you can probably roll behind your corner. I think your shot is to roll behind
you
that
could even
corner.
go that way. That would be fine.
That's going to be really tough to get to nose, but I think you can certainly chip it out and roll under.
All depends on the weight. This is looking like they're going to try and get a hack or board here.
Yeah, I think bumper down. You got to hit this pretty thin for the roll.
That looks a little quick.
Gotta toss it out just a hair.
It's starting to come in. They'll get a piece of it, and it's going to spill out to the left.
You want to roll onto the corner.
And they're going to get it there.
There you go.
That's
a
very
nice shot.
That shot potentially puts Buffalo back in this a little bit.
There we go. Let's get an instant replay.
Come in. They'll get
Nice
a
hit
piece
and
of it.
roll.
It's going to spill out to the left.
Want to roll onto the corner.
And they're going to get it there.
There you go. That's a
very
nice shot.
So Pete now trying to find a way to either get rid of this thing or prevent another one from entering the picture. And it looks like he's just going to try and close up this path. Or potentially bury it if he's heavier there. Again, Conrad pointing to a guard.
I think you just hook one and go to the 4-foot.
I like getting in the 4-foot more.
Yeah. You gotta make them make a play on you. They're loaded up for 2 here.
If you guard it, they've got plenty of run backs.
They got plenty of draws.
They got plenty of draws still. I think this getting it in is removing the most potential for a deuce.
Yeah. You got to bury one 4-foot here if you want to salvage the end.
Looks like solid weight to get there. Just needs it to curl now. Naoka wants to get on it for weight, I believe, but just didn't curl really. Well, it's gonna be shot rock, but it's wide open.
Yeah, if they take a foot less ice, you hook behind the corner, then the force is on. So this will be a hit for 2 for Buffalo.
Buffalo here indicating hack weight.
Wide open, nothing in the way here. Last rock, third end. Open hit for 2. Line looks good. And nice weight.
That's right where it needed to be. That'll be
And
2 for Buffalo.
They now trail 4-3 after 3. Team Dawes with Red Rocks. They'll have the last rock here in the 4th end. Quick catch up of scores around the sheets. Team Hames is in control after 3. They lead 7-0. Team Feldman stole 1 in the 2nd. They lead 2-0 after 2. Over on sheet 5, looks like Women of Rock grabbed a deuce in the 2nd. They now trail by 1 after 2. And over on sheet 6, Team Shelton up 3-1 over Rochester 1 after 2, just finishing the 3rd end. Back in our feature game, we've got a good one, 1-point game.
First one here, meant to be a center guard, and it's right on T-line. Pete now going to be calling a corner guard.
You can play this a couple different ways. I mean, you could remove this off the 4-foot, roll to the back 8, and then if they hit, then you throw the corner guard. You do a delayed corner.
They're deciding to get rid of it.
Yeah, I like getting this off the 4-foot.
Yeah.
Gonna have to sweep. Again, Naoka with that kind of outside in delivery is gonna curl. Still got a piece if they can hold it. And good enough. I don't mind that call. You can always throw your corner with your next one with the 5-rock rule.
Buffalo here, try and get their center guard once again. Sweeping early this time. It's got quite a bit to go. And it looks like it's going to come into the house, baby. Well, they let it die, and it might be a biter.
It's close. Either way, I think I would throw a corner. Interesting, they're trying to go around it. With hammer here, I'd like throwing a corner. You can remove that rock later.
This one's going to be a little too heavy. Judging by how much that one curled, the line probably would have been pretty good if the weight was right.
Yep.
That one did curl quite a bit. Buffalo now trying to get around. This one is narrow from where the broom was. This is dying really far up there. So Pete's going to try and get around now.
I think an option here would be to clear that yellow stone on the biting the 12 and roll into the rings. That's the danger of playing this draw. Now you have a chance for Buffalo to hit and roll under with a soft one. If you move that yellow on the top 12 and spill into the rings, then you're keeping things open and giving yourself a chance to score 2. That high corner is probably not a factor.
This is probably a lot of ice for Hack, so this is probably just through the house weight or a little bit more than that.
Got to move. It is moving, though.
Yeah, this one's curling pretty nicely.
Yeah, this is just barely through the ring's weight.
Definitely got on the red. Will they get over nose? They will. This should roll in pretty nicely. Red's not going to get moved out, but
Move far enough. And that was the danger of playing that draw, right, is you give them a chance to roll under. Now they're double guarded. They've got to move that yellow now.
Yep.
Want to keep your shooter here. The most important thing with this is you make sure this goes through the house, but you want to roll your shooter into the 12-foot. Sit second and third. Open up shot rock.
Johnny might have released that a little wide. It is curling, though.
Got to roll it somewhere. You don't want to nose it. Ah. You got the
They will
double.
get the double. Very nice shot there for Johnny. Shooter can now potentially be a guard. Buffalo's going to try and get around this one now. One in the back of the house shouldn't play.
I like the in-turn draw.
And looking at it both ways, but I think this is better. A lot of ice.
Yeah, this is a fresh path. This is starting to dig in. Line is great.
It'll curl if they can get it there. And that one's just going to die. The weight was good if it was inside a little bit more, but that far out on the sheet hasn't been played much yet. They got out into the boonies and lost a lot on that stone. So another guard.
I like throwing the other draw. That's a tough draw coming around that side.
Yeah, especially the way that that Yellowstone checked up and where it ended up. He would have to throw even further out.
Yeah, you got two ways around this yellow. You could go this way or that way, either one. Yeah, they're drawing around the corner, I think. That's a lot of ice.
That is a lot of ice.
Not sure what
this would need to curl about 5.5 feet or so if that's what they were looking for.
They're trying to raise the...
Maybe they're trying to raise, yeah. They're trying to raise the red.
Got a curl. Got a curl.
It's coming in.
Oh, nice weight by Conrad.
This could be real good.
And
that's very nice.
Very nice.
So they're going to sit two. Buffalo now needs to get rid of these guards. They can get rid of both of them in the same takeout.
Or just run the yellow end, see if they can catch a red. I mean, they're in a bit of trouble now.
Yeah, the other problem with getting rid of both of them is that their shooter will stick and probably still be guarding part of that shot rock. So running the yellow back might be better here.
And they don't have hammer.
Yeah.
So
run the yellow back. Be buried behind that guard that was just...
Want to at least outcount the one in the back. If you tap this up frozen would be an improvement. Ooh, there's a lot of weight. Gonna have to catch this a little high with this amount of weight. It's close. It's gonna go on the back one. No, it's gonna go over the top.
Yeah.
Just over curled. Now big trouble for Buffalo.
They're not going to have that run back again this time.
And then now they got to throw the in-turn because that back rock is exposed.
Yeah.
And that could be Buffalo's saver if they can freeze on that back stone. Depends on where this one goes.
I'm all right with this one ending up far out on the 8-foot. They'll be sitting 3. These draw paths have been difficult to figure out so far in this end for Buffalo.
Ooh, this is hot.
This one's going to wind up going through. So Buffalo trying to find themselves the tee line for 1 point. Not really any way to get rid of both of these reds. So
And need to outcount the one in the back at the very least. I mean, they can hook one around here. I mean, the perfect shot would be to go back 4 shots. But Buffalo needs a stone in here. Want to be at least good second rock. First skip stone for Buffalo.
this one looks a little heavy.
Check it up. This line looks great.
This could
they
be
can
really
go back
good for
4.
them right here. Oh, and they're gonna stuff it just by the red.
And
My
that's a
goodness.
perfect spot.
That's a beautiful shot. 26 seconds to the tee line there. They made it work just barely. That stone curled about 1.5 foot in the last 3 or 4 seconds there. And this will leave Pete some tricky situation to get out of.
And he needs to chip it out. Can't throw a ton of weight at this because it is completely buried. Probably just back ring weight. I mean, you can't throw a ton here. It'll just run.
They don't need to move it out. They really just need to get it fully into the back 12 foot.
Yep.
Even if it gets moved into the back 8, that opens up a lot of options.
Ooh, boy, it's way out there
That one,
and heavy.
that one got shanked.
Yeah, got wide of the broom on that one.
He's going to bump this one in the back here, and
And that was the right weight.
yeah.
Got the curl.
They're going to try and protect this a little bit.
A lot of reds in the rings. Got to make a good guard here.
It was a very nice shot for Buffalo, but they're not out of the woods yet. Last shot for Buffalo coming in. Trying to guard in the top 12. Keep their shot stone protected. This one is going to be similar in weight to the first one, of course, without the sweeping. Should die in front. That's a very nice shot.
Very good spot. Well,
Now,
got a nose run.
he
If you're
could
fi-
potentially nose it.
Nose run for a pile. What's the danger? Danger is you stuff it on the red.
Yeah. You wide, you stuff it on the red. Looks like he's going to just draw around the other way.
So he's going to draw for the 1. So this is there, but you could mess that up.
So we'll be drawing in here for an attempt for 1.
Last rock, 4th end. Peter Dawes looking for the 4-foot. Score 1.
They're going to have to sweep to get it by this high guard here. And looks like it might crash. Just got a piece of it.
Just a tad light, I think.
So that'll be a steal of 1 for Buffalo.
Yeah, we got us a tie ball game. 4-4 after 4. Team Dawes with Ed Rocks. They will have the last rock advantage in the 5th end.
Taking a look across the sheet. Matt Hames still in control on sheet 1. That score is 9-0. Sheet 2, they're still on their 4th end, so we'll update that in a minute.
2-1 Feldman after 3 over Team Stone.
Sheet 5 and 6 also look like they're just finishing up their 4th ends.
Team LaRock leads 5-2 over Women of Rock. And over on sheet 6, they're standing in front of the scoreboard.
I don't think
Of
they've
course.
posted their 4th end quite yet, so we'll get an update there in a moment.
It's 3-3.
Oh, no, there it is, yep.
3-3 after 3. All tied up. Team Shelton has the last rock this end. Our future matchup is a good one. We're all tied up after 4. Well, Team Dawes left a point on the table in the first, wishing they probably had that back. They find themselves in a...
Yeah, things were looking pretty scary for a moment for Buffalo, but in the last 2 ends, they really dialed in.
Yeah, very nice draw in the last end to sit shot rock behind in the back 4 T-line. That was a game saver.
Nyoka's going to put this draw onto the wing. It's going to roll into the back of the house, maybe even out. And it'll hold on.
Not a bad spot for that rock. It can't be used by the opposition.
Buffalo now just trying and draw into the 8-foot behind their center guard. This one's going to be swept through by Pete Dawes. Oh, not quite.
Shot rock.
Shot rock in the back of the house.
Well, another rock in the back to join the party. Now Team Dawes has shot rock in the back. Nobody wants to play to the 4-foot here.
This one's curling quite a bit.
And lost the handle.
Yep, knuckleball. I'll end up with a second center guard.
I mean, you got to go to the 4-foot now. You're either peeling those 2 stones or you're going to the 4.
There's a lot of sports where unpredictability like that is a good thing. Curling's not one of them. Johnny Calea gonna try and get behind these center guards now.
Line's good.
Weight's close. The Laws are sweeping it pretty hard.
Got to get it on the rings.
They're gonna get it there, and it's gonna be shot rock.
Top 4.
Yeah, it's
Biting 4, almost biting 4.
decently buried. They could probably see about a third of it, I'm thinking.
Yeah, about a half from our camera. Definitely gettable.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little bit less from that left hack. They're,
Looks like they're just going to freeze.
yeah, just freeze or tap it back a little bit. This is a little heavy for a freeze.
Yeah, you need to let that curl.
They're sweeping it early. This
Need
has
to let
got
it curl.
about 3 or 4 feet to curl in order to get there.
There it goes.
Starting to come in.
Don't bounce it. Do not bounce. Do not bounce.
Well, this is going to improve for Pete a little bit
Yeah,
here.
did not want to bounce that stone.
It's not really showing on the other way now, so that's shot rock, fully buried behind 2 center guards.
Yeah, just kill that yellow now.
Yeah,
And
get rid of
roll
this
away.
thing.
Yellow and roll away.
He indicated rolling towards the 4-foot. I think I'd want this to just roll away the other direction.
Ooh, this one's way out there. Gonna catch a piece.
Yeah, I'll definitely spill away now.
Got the bonus double in the back. So Team Dawes sitting 2. Now Buffalo needs to get good second rock. And try to hold this end to 1. They've clawed themselves back in the game. After dropping 4 in the second, they've not sure. Why are they peeling these guards? I think
Well,
you're
they-
giving Team Dawes a free hand to score 3 here.
Yeah, just go the other way.
Well, just freeze on shot stone. You probably get a force. Now a chance for
Yeah, this is a good opportunity.
Conrad to sink another one around that center guard. Can even freeze to your own here.
Yeah. Let's get a time here. Conrad's signaling. He thinks it's a little heavy.
Coming in nice.
About 14.7 seconds, hog to hog.
That's a nice shot.
It's going to tap them back a little bit, and that is a beauty.
That is perfect placement. Team Dawes now almost odds on to score 3 this end.
Well, I can see a little bit of that one bite in the forefoot. So that looks like that's going to be the shot.
I think now you're realistically looking at hoping you're not dropping 3. I don't know where you put this rock, though, to cut the scoring area down.
Yeah, that's a lot of ice. I think if you're going to go for this.
This is a tough chase.
Yeah.
You're going to spill your shooter.
At this point, it might be better to just try and run back the guard. No, it's pretty far away,
Yep.
but
I'd rather run the guard than try to chase these rocks.
this can get messy real quick, especially if you're wide.
They're going to try to chip one. It's just that's a very tough chase.
And it doesn't change a whole lot for them, unfortunately.
The Team Dawes just needs to, again, you got to come, probably got to throw the other turn now. I think you come this way. Freeze to your own.
They're electing to go the other way.
Yeah, they want to cut off this in-turn draw, but the problem is that your shot rock is exposed on the other side. Regardless, you'd rather be red than yellow here.
This one's a little lighter than the previous shot for Conrad. And it is gonna squeak into the top 12 just barely.
Sitting 4. The Buffalo does have an out here. They can freeze to shot rock. That would outcount 3 stones and would leave Peter Dawes with a more difficult shot to score his deuce. Buffalo desperately needs the yellow rock in the ring somewhere where it can't be removed.
This one not really curling enough.
It's just too much weight. They were playing a hit, and I think you have to
Yeah.
throw a soft shot there. You've got to throw a draw.
I don't know if that was the called shot or not. If that was the intended weight. That looked heavy to me.
And now you got to cover that path. Wait, put a stone right there.
Yep, just up on the 12.
Yep, that would be ideal.
Biting to sit 5, prevent them from coming in.
Yeah, I want to come in right into there. There you go, right into there.
First shot, Pete Dawes.
Got a lot of curling to do. Here it comes.
It's coming in really hard.
Yeah, the weight just came off. It's just a little light.
All right, well, they're going to leave it in a decent position. It's
Did
not
cut off,
fighting, but
yeah.
it's cutting things off a little bit.
Cut off a large portion of that draw path, but the outturn draw is still there to count out some stones. Big shot here.
Last shot for Buffalo. And they're a little wide.
Might have to go for a line soon. It's going to cut. Here it goes.
Waiting to the last minute.
This is going to be a fine shot.
It's by the red. Is it going to get in there?
Oh, it's just
Not
heavy.
quite.
Just heavy. But it's
It
going
will
to
cut down, which is nice.
Yep.
So
mission accomplished. Just a
mission
little heavy.
accomplished.
Did outcount 3 stones. That'll make it possible to give up only 2 here. The downside was he'd rather be frozen on that top stone. So Peter Dawes can throw pretty much that same draw.
There is the possibility if he curls around the same, he could potentially push that yellow back a little bit.
I think it's going to jam all day long.
Yeah, I don't think he can get over enough where that red is.
Yeah, it's going to jam that yellow against the red no matter what. This is a draw for 2. He can come to his own stone on the 4-foot. He can come to the yellow one in the back. Either one will give him a deuce. Last rock, 5th end. Peter Dawes looking for a deuce.
He pushed it out a little bit on
Yes,
his
he
release. So this one's going to have to curl in.
Only needs full 8 though.
Well, they're back on it. Must be coming in good.
They're dragging it. Gotta go. Need full 8. Need full 8. And they dragged it there. Nice shot.
There. So
Deuce.
that'll be a deuce for Team Dawes.
So Team Dawes up 6-4 after 5. Buffalo playing the Yellow Rocks will have the last rock advantage here in the 6th end. Do have a final over on sheet 1. Team Hames was winner over Bill Eve 9-0. You have a close one over on sheet 2. Team Feldman grabbed 1 to take a 3-1 lead after 4. Over on sheet 5, Team LaRock has taken control of their game. They're up 7-2 after 4. And over on sheet 6, Rochester has grabbed a steal of 1 to take a 4-3 lead over Team Shelton. That's after 4 ends of play. That catches you up around the rink. Our feature game's a good one. Team Dawes up 2 here in the 6th end.
First shot here. Got into the 8-foot. Buffalo going to remove this stone most likely.
Well, it's on Team Buffalo this end to make things happen, so I don't think hitting stones is going to help them recover the 2 points they need.
Yeah, they need to get set up behind
They
some
need to
guards.
get some corner guards in play. That rock on the top 8 is not a huge threat. If this takeout is made, they'll be looking at 2. The good news is neither one of those rocks would be in a great scoring position.
This red one might even spill away potentially. No, not quite.
Yeah, it's going to roll a bit. Got to get a corner guard up here. You got to freeze or something. You got to keep some rocks in play. Can't be trading hits.
Well, they're going to try and sit on the backer.
Yeah, behind T line though, hard to score more than 1.
There's a good chance this stone's not going to wind up scoring. get it just to be a guard.
Not a lot of great spots to put this rock.
Looks like he's just going to settle to have something on the other side of the center line.
Yeah, I hate putting this one in the rings because then Buffalo can hit and roll somewhere.
They can hit and roll. They could double that back one out.
Yeah, the back was helping them. It's helping Buffalo.
This one's going to go a little bit further than intended. That one's not too bad to sit on. It's still going to be difficult for Buffalo to get a deuce here.
Yeah, they got to get something buried. So the only place they can bury a rock right now is underneath that rock on the top 8. If you could get half under that rock, you would be... You might get yourself in business.
A little late in the end to be throwing up guards, so they're fully committed here to just using these red rocks behind tee and try and find a way to get 2.
Yeah, freeze or tap them back. You want to keep those back reds in play. They're helping you out. This will work out pretty well.
That's a nice shot.
Got a little wall building up in the back. Now Team Dolls has have to deal with this. They need to hit and roll over.
With the right line, they should be able to completely remove this yellow, not crash it, roll behind their red.
Got to get to the inside, though. Boy, it's a lot of ice for control weight hit. You can't be wide on this, going to jam. So that's why you keep those red rocks around in the back. So now you're going to get the jammer. Now a chance for Buffalo to do a little hit and roll and sit 2. Golden opportunity here for Buffalo. If they can come down here and roll under this double guard, and this rock goes out that way, and they're in business. Boy, it's a lot of ice again.
A lot of ice, yeah.
I think you got to play this tighter and throw control. Oh, this is way out there.
Yeah. Weight was good. It was pretty close to hack weight. Pete now gonna try and put something up top, protect that shot rock a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good steel rock now. Side button. And Team Dawes can afford to take a little time to guard here. They are sitting 1 and 2. I think it's guard weight.
As long as they don't over curl it, this could finish pretty nicely. A little bit more.
Good spot.
Not too bad.
Can just see a sliver. I think you take a run at this up the middle, and if you chap the guard, then so be it. I'd go inside out. Then you have a chance to hit and shot stone. You can make this. They made this the other end, right? They hit and rolled behind the corner?
Yeah, it was a very similar shot.
Yep. And they're just going to content peeling the guard, but I think they want to go the other way.
You might as well hit your yellow here. If it runs back into shot, it's not bad.
Yeah, I like chasing shot stone and peeling the red they just threw. That the guard that's killing you is the red one. That yellow guard's actually a potential help.
Yes. I understand the logic, but they're going to be losing this guard that could potentially help them later in the end.
And it's over
gonna
curled
over
already.
curl, yeah.
Needed to be on that earlier.
No.
And now they cut off access to the shot stone. Not quite sure I understood that call. I think the guard to remove was the red one. Now shot stone's double guarded.
Yeah, I think the idea might have been to run back onto the shot rock, but you kind of have the same problems that.
It was not enough weight too. Is the other problem.
Yeah.
Almost like you could tap your red here. The guard would be okay too.
Conrad with his second shot, going to be removing this yellow on the wing.
And a very safe call.
And they'll potentially be sitting 3 from this, assuming it doesn't run away.
Yeah, nice weight from Conrad.
Roll
They're going to get a good roll, yeah. Now trouble for Buffalo.
Yeah.
They've got no access to the forefoot. That's tough.
I mean,
That's
possible.
really tough.
I think before I'd do that, I would be maybe peeling this one touching the 12-foot in the top.
Yeah,
You can get rid of the guards still.
The rock on the top 8 is killing you right now.
Yeah. That would be the one I'd be going for. This seems...
This is tough shot.
Yeah. Second shot. Yeah.
Right now you got to open up a way to score.
The reward here is pretty minimal. I mean, if they make this shot as it's planned,
You still can't score.
Looks like there's still not going to be shot rocks.
You
So
still can't score. So
it's very high risk, very low reward. Tend to want things to be the other way around.
yeah, you got to find the danger rock and remove it. And
Well, they are going to roll a little bit from this, it looks like.
they're gonna work out for them.
Yeah.
Tough shot, made it.
That's a pretty good shot.
It's pretty close, but red is still shot rock.
Good guard.
Pete doesn't need to get too fancy here. He's still on for a steal.
Hey, you don't need to move that red at all. The red's in a great spot. The one on the top 8.
You just got to keep them from getting access to shot rock, and should end up okay for him.
Hey, what have they got? I mean, you can't run a double on the reds.
Yeah, there's no double.
If you don't throw, I don't think yellow can score.
Pretty much the only way I see Buffalo can get into this stone now is if they double these guards out and somehow their shot rock's going to need to spill away as well. The yellow probably would crash on the 8-foot rock as it stands currently, were that the case. And that might give them access to that shot rock. Pete Dawes over here is going to block some of the runs this way.
Yeah, the only thing you could do that would be terrible would be to move that red rock in the top 8. This will be fine. I say if you don't throw, I don't think they can score.
Yeah. I think they've got to peel these 2 guards that are blocking off the path here. I don't
Yeah,
see
you
any
got to
other
move
way
a
for
guard. You
this.
got to get access to the red stone.
At this point, I think just trying to get to this stone right now is not going to work out for them.
Yeah, I don't think you can get there. It's over buried. You could double peel the 2 center guards.
That's the only thing I see right now. Double peel the center guards.
Even that doesn't help. I think Peter Dawes just freezes on shot stone.
That'd be what I would do.
And then,
Or put the guard back.
yep, either one. But if you want to make Peter throw a stone, I think you've got to move the guards.
Or the other thing that Pete could do if those guards did go away is he could even get rid of the second stone potentially.
Yep.
Might be able to throw light takeout weight there and get enough of it.
Yep, I think it would be accessible. Either that or the freeze.
All of that amounts to a draw attempt for Buffalo, it looks like.
Like they're trying to chip this off the button, but
Yeah, I don't see
it looks tough.
I don't see it curling enough to do that.
Got to move it almost 2 feet.
It looks like they're on the line that they wanted. They're going to need to sweep this soon in order to keep it from hitting the guards.
And not enough weight.
Yeah, they're going to crash on the guard here. This is going to
Bounce it away, open up a path. Now,
open a little bit.
now there's a path.
It's not a lot, but it's something. Pete's just going to try and close that off again.
Yeah, just put this rock anywhere on the 4-foot line. They'll
Now-
have to play the angle raise with their last
Yeah,
to score.
so if Pete winds up short here, they have the angle raised still, so he would rather be deep.
Yep, top 12 would be ideal. And shot stone is still overburied, so it's still a tough get, even with
Yeah, I
even
think the
with
run
back
back
house
is
weight.
the way
Yep.
at this point.
the angle raise is the way to go. Peter Dawes with his last here in the 6th end.
Weight's close.
Looking to plug the hole.
Even if they mess up this angle raise, that would be fine too. If they wind up a little heavy and crash it,
Oh, this looks perfect.
they're going to wind up pretty much where they wanted to.
They got the guard.
Now it is a little high, so the angle raise is still there.
Yep, that's the only reasonable chance to score. Okay, half a rock. Should do it.
If they make it, Buffalo should be scoring 2. Looks like the red on the top 8 is out counting the yellow in the back of the house,
Yeah.
so it would just be for 2. That'll tie them up again.
So half a rock. A little wide yet. Nope.
And they're not going to make it. So
Steal a one.
Steal a 1 for red.
Team Dawes up 7-4 after 6 ends of play. Buffalo will have the last rock advantage, playing the Yellow Rocks in the 7th end. Quick turn around the sheets here. Team Feldman has taken control 5-1 now over Team Stone. That's after 5 in a battle of local teams. Over on sheet 5, things have tightened up. There was a big score of 4. Women of Rock now trail by only 1, 7-6 after 5 ends of play. And over on sheet 6, we are all tied up 4-4 after 5. Rochester and Team Shelton, another local team. Everybody in the 5th end.
Feature match here, starting off with the center guard for Team Dawes. Off the center line a little bit. Not too bad, though. Another center guard posted by Buffalo. Team Dawes going to try and get around them now.
Yeah, we're getting much better movement on this sheet than we were getting on sheet 2 in this early morning draw.
Now that steal in the last end's a little unfortunate for Buffalo. If they managed to get 2 in that end, they would have, as things were shaping out, had Hammer in the last end. Now they find themselves trailing 3 in the 7th. So they would end up without Hammer in the last end if they managed to score here, which would make it pretty tricky to win.
Yeah, they need to get 2 here and then steal the 8th.
Steal.
Unless they can manufacture a big multiple this end. Yeah, the 6th end, an 8-end game, you need to score in that 6th in a tied game. Keep the hammer in the evens. It was a huge steal for Team Dawes. They flipped the hammer back to themselves for the evens. Nice shot there. Shot stone. Beautiful come around.
It's a good
by
start
Buffalo.
so far for Buffalo. 4 foot is still available for the taking.
And John Kalea. Coming in maybe a little on the heavy side.
Yeah, that one's going to
Yep.
go through.
Yeah, we know John quite well from our men's team. He plays third for us. He hates fast ice. He is deadly on slower ice. This is running pretty quick today. You're saying around 15
Yeah, just
in the
about.
middle ends, yeah.
Normally we see about 14 and a half.
Yeah, this is
so.
good sweeping ice. This one's going to overcurl.
Yeah. Wind up
Buffalo's still
curling.
shot. Another chance for John Kalea here to get one onto the top 4.
Giving him about the same ice, so just needs to adjust the weight.
This looks better.
Conrad and Ioka starting to get a little sweeping in.
I like to see the sweepers up and down. You know you're close.
This one's 14 and a half, so it's still a little heavy.
And it just didn't curl.
And just going to be in the 8 foot on the back.
Third rock.
Buffalo going to just try and sit on it. If they rolled in a little bit off of it, that would probably be better.
I'm not sure I want to go all the way to the back of the house here. I think you just want to be top 4. They're already shot.
Yeah, that's kind of my concern with freezing to this, like they called.
Yeah, you don't want to play behind T-line. That's just giving an out to the other team. This is tight.
Yeah.
Tight and heavy.
This will wind up closing off the draw path a little bit, potentially. You know, it just gets the nose, so about the same.
All right, another chance to grab the 4 foot here.
Conrad shooting now for Team Dawes.
X marks the spot. That's where you want to get right there.
Block it off. Why not?
Bite 4 foot. 4 foot buried. And this one does not have enough juice.
He'll end up blocking the path a little bit more.
I think there's still room on that intern side.
Yeah.
Could also go the other way.
Buffalo's got a couple ways in. They're still sitting 1 currently, but there's now 3 red stones that are potentially beginning to become a menace. The shot rock is protected, but we've seen a lot of guards move in the last couple ends. This one's out pretty wide.
Not sure that one's coming back.
No.
Well, yeah, I like the out turn draw here. That's the easier way into the 4-foot now.
Conrad's second shot. This one as well, pretty wide. It's going to have to curl a good amount. Here it comes.
And it's just not enough weight.
Not
They're
enough weight.
so far out.
Not played a lot of stones that far out in this game.
Caught some very fresh pebble out there. Now it's getting harder and harder to see the 4-foot. I guess the in turn now is better than the out. Hard to get to the 4-foot either way.
Yeah, things keep flip-flopping here.
Boy, I think the end's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Team's calling down. The guard on this side's a little bit higher, so I think it's easier to get around it.
They've also got those backers that could potentially let them sit with the backer and be 2.
Yep, a little more tolerance on this shot. This is way out there, though.
A little high, a little wide. That one's not going to curl back.
Oh, look at it move. No rotation.
Oh, yeah. It'll
Still not going to curl enough.
Get a piece of the yellow, but
Not shot.
not really going to change anything.
Not shot or second.
The pocket's still there. Preferably, Pete would like to be sitting T-line, I would imagine, though.
Yeah, anywhere buried, grabbing a piece of the 4 would be fine here, preferably above tee.
They're still giving it the same amount of ice. Everyone that's attempted this shot on this side has been a little wide of the called ice, so this line should curl nicely if they can hit it. Pete Dawes' first shot. Trying to make 4-foot.
Oh, they're just hanging out here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just take that extra foot of ice and you just cannot buy any curl.
It might be a little bit of a run there. That's like the 2nd or 3rd stone in that spot that just hasn't moved at all.
Weight was perfect.
Well, Buffalo can see pretty much all of this stone, so they might be able to get on the inside of it.
I think still want to go bite 4 buried. Need to take a little less ice. and have the sweepers hold the line.
Yeah, I would take less ice, let them hold it. If you're heavy and crash, it's not the end of the world. You're still sitting 2. Just need to get by this guard.
Yeah, I think if you get
Tighten
too
it up.
wide here, you lose the curl. So you got to play a little tighter. You got to hold the line early.
And their sweepers have been pretty good so far. I mean, I would definitely be taking a little less ice.
Oh, that's way out there.
And this is wide as well. Yeah. They are getting on it. This is probably for weight. It's starting to come in.
It's not going to finish.
It's just not curling in that spot, yeah. Oh, it will. It will sit for second rock.
Good enough for second.
A similar kind of problem from them, though. Pete could probably get to this stone and bump it back.
Even corner freeze for shot.
Corner freeze for shot would be good as well. The last couple stones should show them that they have plenty of wiggle room with this guard. It's very high up. The stones are not curling in that spot.
And we have a final on sheet 2. Looks like Team Feldman prevailed 9-1. I mean, the thing the last couple shots have shown us is that it curls fine and then just seems to stop.
Yeah, there might be a little ridge there right around the forefoot.
Yeah, just a little straight spot. I like the weight here. Now, if they can hold the line on this long enough for it to break. I just took a little too much
Yeah.
weight off, right?
Yeah, just a little too much adjustment. So
I think that was the perfect line to get that inside roll.
Yeah.
You just needed to throw 10 feet more weight. All right, a chance for 3 for Buffalo to get themselves back in the game.
This is pretty much exactly what they needed.
They can come to their own.
Well, as long as they don't move it too much. It's second rock, but it's not second rock by a lot.
No.
So they can sit on it, but if they're any heavier than back 4, it's probably only
Yep.
going to be for 2 again. This
Ooh,
looks heavy.
This looks very heavy. I would not put a broom to it.
No, no. Ah, that's going to stay out. So,
Missed opportunity there for Buffalo, but they do get 2 to close up the deficit to 1.
so Pete Dawes will be coming home with hammer up 1. Not a bad spot.
Yep, we'll take that almost any game.
Objective here is going to be keep the house as open as possible. Score is all tied up on sheet 5. 7-7.
7-7, great comeback by Women of Rock. They were down a bundle. They were down 5. Took 4 and stole 1.
Sheet 6 looks like Rochester got a deuce potentially.
Yes, they did. They lead 6-4.
And that was a steal. This first shot here on the feature match got hogged.
That pick or what? That stopped halfway down the sheet.
Yeah, must have. I don't know. I was looking at the other side of the sheet. So Pete here, try and get one in. Don't need guards.
Drag this for all you're worth. You do not want to guard. There we go.
You're going to get a biter. Very nice. Full 12.
Center guard. You need center guards. You got to steal this end. Center guard, center guard. Two
There you
guards.
go. All right.
Eighth end, have to steal. Throw two guards. Close your eyes. Throw a guard, then another guard.
This one looks heavy for a guard. Yeah, about a full second faster than the rock that Dawes just threw. So they're going to get what the skipper called originally.
And you just run your red.
Pete's going to get rid of this one way or another.
Yeah, I like running the red here because you either open it up. This is a tougher get than running the red rock.
Yeah.
You run the red rock, you either nut it or you open everything up.
This one's curling real early. Practically curled out of Nyoka's hand.
Looks like they got it though.
They did get it. It's going to roll off to the side a little bit.
Well, the best shot's a made shot.
So Pete Dawes, 2 shots in the 12-foot. Buffalo now really needs a center guard. It's a little late in the end to be getting 2 center guards, so we're going to have to do with just one. And I imagine Pete will be getting rid of it. This will finish for a guard. Pete's gonna roll behind it, but
I'd be peeling
I'd
peeling
be
that
getting
yellow.
rid of it.
Yellow.
Peel it and roll off to the side.
Yep.
We don't need this.
And this just helps Buffalo.
Might even wind up leaving another guard here.
And that would be not good. Now this helps Buffalo. Now they've got 2 guards to hide behind. Those are almost hooked.
Yeah.
It makes it hard to run the red now.
This should curl about 4 feet here. That looks a little heavy.
It's moving early though.
Yeah. Stones in the last couple ends have really started to curl quite a bit.
Yeah, and this is not much rotation too.
No.
That will make a difference.
That one was about 14 seconds hog to hog.
Yeah, just not much rotation. That curled a ton.
Yeah.
Now, can you peel those yellows without sticking one? I don't know if they go over the. They go over the top. Still in seconds, rocks. I wouldn't worry too much about peeling those guards now. But Peter's going all in here.
is a little bit past T line.
Don't want to
for
go
me.
back 4. You got to get this all the way back.
Yeah, that is not what they wanted to do.
Now things are getting a bit messy. Yeah, I think Buffalo needs to move that rock on the top 8 to the back of the house. 'Cause right now it's cutting off access on this one side. And it can also be used by Team Dawes if they try to draw around the staggered yellows on the other. Ooh, this looks very toasty. Might look for a hit and roll here. Little wick and roll.
Wick and roll.
Yeah, that actually helps. That actually helps. Yellow's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go the other way.
Yep,
There you go.
Conrad told him.
Problem is it's hard to curl through granite. It's like nice weight from Conrad. Gonna have to go though. This breaks hard. Yeah, they got the little wick and roll. Lucky. Waited a bit late for the sweep call on that one. But the yellows are lined up now. I'd save those.
They've kind of turned those 2 guards into 1 guard in a way.
Those yellows are lined up on shot stone. I would just leave them be.
Yeah, don't go anywhere near that. A lot of redstones in play. Buffalo just needs 1 yellow.
They're going to get a slash double here.
Possibly.
Oh, they just
just
missed the
missed it.
slash.
Just missed it.
If they swept that, they would have had the slash.
Mhm. Well, the middle's opened up a little bit.
I just wonder if you throw a center guard for
Yeah,
Buffalo, and then you got those yellow rays later. They're lined up perfectly.
The one risk here for Pete right now is I believe he could sit on shot rock potentially if he came the other way around.
Yeah, those 2 yellows are lined up perfectly.
They're very tasty.
Oh, you don't want to guard here.
Yeah, this is going to end up short. The intended shot was to be biting the 8-foot around the same line, but
Now I think Buffalo's got a couple of shots here. They can come around to the 4-foot, and then they've always got this double run on the yellows. I'd save those 2 yellows.
yeah, I think you save that for your last shot.
Yep.
The only problem there is the way they're lined up. It might be a good chance the yellow kind of spills away a little bit.
I think they're lined up perfectly on the shot rock. You hit those with board weight.
Maybe.
I think
I think it rolls a little bit. It's not going to jam completely.
you're going to roll toward the middle.
Roll toward the middle. It might.
If you hit it a little bit of center line side, it'll drag and nut, and the top Yellowstone will
Yeah.
probably roll for a perfect guard. I think it'd almost be impossible to miss it. First order of business is to stuff this one on the 4-foot.
It's a little heavy potentially.
Well, they're coming down.
It's curling nicely.
Got to get it by. They're by. Got to go hard. Plop this on the 4.
Oh, it's just not going to get there.
It's
Good
okay.
shot,
It's a
though.
good spot.
It's a good shot.
It's a good second rock. Chance to steal 2 now if they run the yellows.
Steal of
And
2 would be for the win.
Yep. And Conrad's looking at those 2 yellows. They're definitely dangerous. I think your call is correct. I think you throw the out-turn draw, try to get behind those 2 yellows. If you wreck on the 2 yellows, you probably mess them up.
Just anything to mess this up, really.
Yeah,
Throw stones somewhere over here.
You're
and
right.
It's going to be real hard for them to get to.
Right now, that yellow raise is almost an auto make. Especially if you hit that top yellow on the center line side, the back yellow is going to drag a little bit toward the shot stone.
Looks like they're going to be trying to get something in between those guards and the shot rock.
Yep, they want to go top 8.
If they're short, it'll probably be good for them still.
Want to get right in there in the top 8. That would seal the deal, I think.
Buffalo's only option at that point would probably just be a cold draw to the 4-foot the other way around.
Yep. And they still have that.
4-foot draws have been a little infrequent this game.
First skip rock here, 8th end for Peter
This is a
Dawes.
bit narrow.
Now this is tight and light.
Might even be on the yellow here. He doesn't want to push that up. He's going to be on the red even.
All right, and we get to see a double raise here.
This is there all day.
The thing is, you need to hit this fairly thick.
I'm a little, yeah.
That's a lot of ice.
That's a lot of ice.
You gotta hit this pretty square. I'd say anywhere from a half a rock one way or the other. Just wide. Got a curl. Got a curl. Got a curl. I got it too wide.
Yeah, not quite.
Got it too wide.
And this red guard is going to spill in and be the second rock as well.
Yep.
Now this adds some interesting things. It's over.
Yep. 2 for Team Dawes. Make it a 9-6.
It was a close game there.
Yep, had a chance there. They had to hit those 2 yellows right on the noggin to make that work. So
Good
call
effort.
the final. Congratulations to Team Dawes. Let's slide on over to sheet 5. We're in a barn burner over there. Women of Rock has clawed back to take an 8-7 lead after 7 in the last end of play. So we'll switch over. Over on sheet 5. Team LaRoque with the Red Rocks. They have the last rock advantage this end. They're down 1. Women of Rock with the Yellow Rocks.
Rochester 1 has taken the game on sheet 6. Looks like the final score there was 8-4.
And this is our last remaining game in play. It's like we just started the 8th end. Our first 2 lead rocks in play. So a lot of guards in play. Team LaRock needs 2 this end to win, 1 to get to a draw to the button for the win. We're in bonus coverage here on draw 2, first game for Pool B. Women Rock playing the Yellowstones. They are shot stone but exposed. Team LaRock trailing by 1. Playing the Red Rocks. Hit attempt was narrow. An attempt to guard shot rock now. Getting a lot of movement there.
Another guard to the pile.
Yeah, shot rock still open. Look like they're getting a lot of movement that direction.
Yeah, looks like it's just edge on edge.
Should be accessible for a little draw tap. That one hung wide, but it's going to catch a piece.
Oh, it's not going to go away.
Not enough, but it did push it out to be exposed on the other side. Now the intern.
Edge on edge the other way now.
Yep. Now we're going to throw the intern draw. Guard or come right in, either one. Anywhere on that draw path.
Yep. This looks a little toasty.
Oh, they're getting a lot of movement.
It's checked up quite a bit, so this will be another guard over there.
Okay, shot rock's wide open, so now chance for Team LaRock. Top 4 is ideal. Not taking a ton of ice for this. And the sweepers are running. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, this is going to crash on that guard up high.
Are they going to get a too thick of a wick? And that
And
guarded up shot rock. That's unfortunate.
now it is pretty much entirely buried.
Yeah, now you just go top 8, top 4. X marks the spot. Put this top 4, this might cap an incredible comeback. Need to stop sweeping. Stop sweeping.
It's going to just reach the tee line.
Deeper
just
than they
about.
wanted to be, but that's fine. It is buried. If you put that on top 4 in that spot, I think there's absolutely no chance of the other team pushing it back. Might be able to throw enough weight to push this to the back button.
A lot of work to do now for LaRock.
Yeah, you got to push this one behind tee line for starters. Oh, we got plenty of room here. I don't think you need to be sweeping unless it's light.
And it's going to squeak by.
Now there's second rock, so that offers some hope, but I think a good guard here, and it's all over again. Just top 12, top 8. Don't want to be deep.
No. Yeah, right there.
Now
Good.
there is a triple raise. Just looking at things. That's your last gasp, right? They're lined up. I've made stupider shots.
First things first, take away the obvious draw path.
Yep, that's the first thing that needs to go away is the draw. First skip rock here in the 8th ends. From Marie Nowak. Need to get it over. It's good enough to cut off the draw path.
That does qualify as a guard. Now we got some thinking to do. Triple run back is there.
Yeah, it's a saver for your last, I think.
This red could also potentially run back and be good.
Get to the nose. It's tough to get to the nose.
Only problem with this shot, it should be shot rock.
Yeah, if you nose it, you're going to be shot. No problem there. I'm just, it's going to be really hard to get to the nose. You're going to have to squeak by the yellow. You could open it up, but if you move that other red, then you mess up your triple raise. And see what happens here.
They haven't really looked at that side too much.
No.
They might not be thinking about it.
If you clear this guard, at least you're going to force the other team to throw a guard over it. And then your options would be pretty small.
First skip stone for LaRock. Firm takeout weight.
Oh, it's close. It's really close.
It could get to nose.
It's really close. Oh, it over curled. They missed the
just
sweep
gets
call.
there. That is unfortunate. Just over curled just a little bit. This triple run back is no more.
That's all messed up. And now the red run, the straight red runs there now. It's easier.
The odds did improve for the next attempt. Shot for Shelton is going to be to just block that up. Make it more difficult.
Well, Team LaRock has a couple ways in. They can run this red.
Yep.
They also have this in off. So I think the in-off's harder. I think you cover the run. I don't think there's a draw. There's no chase because it looks like there is on overhead, but of course there's this guard's in the way.
Yeah.
They're coming around.
This seems a little strange to me. Oh, and a
pick.
Big pick. That one is going to stop right where it picked.
Yeah.
It hits cement.
Well, you got the run back for the win. Again, this is close. It's going to be a little light. Going to
Just going to roll the
overcurl.
other way.
Yep. And that caps a unbelievable comeback for Women of Rock. They win 9-7 after trailing by 5.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
down 7-2 after the fourth. They squeaked 4 back themselves to be only trailing by 1.
And stole their way home.
Stole.
So congratulations to them. That concludes our coverage of the Pool B first round games. We will be back with you later tonight. I think 6 o'clock?
I think it's 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Happy hour game.
Happy hour game for everyone out there for another Pool A game, followed by an 8 o'clock game for Pool B. And that'll conclude our first day here at the Empire State Winter Games curling venue. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We'll see you again at 5 p.m. For now, this is Roger Roulette and Peter Jovi. See you later.